the Grandstand, and BUHS. Historically, Brattleboro High School teams played many of their games at Island Park, but most of the island washed out by 1927. When the Valley Fair ceased to operate in 1931, the high school relocated its fields here. During the Depression, the federal government created the Works Progress Administration, or WPA, to employ millions of people carrying out public works projects. In 1938, the WPA looked to increase its involvement with Brattleboro. Henry Culver, the local director of the WPA, in conjunction with BUHS coach Raymond Draghetti, proposed to improve and expand the recreation fields of the old fairgrounds. The goal was to create what would be the best high school plant in the state and better than some of the college fields. Workers laid out, graded, and seeded a new baseball field. A grandstand was constructed for fans, with restrooms and a locker room under the stands. A 1/4-mile cinder track around a football gridiron was also proposed. Completion targeted the end of September 1938. The biggest natural disaster to ever hit New England arrived in the third week of September, the 1938 hurricane. WPA workers were reassigned to clean and repair damages. The fields and grandstand project were put on hold. WPA workers resumed work in 1939. The recreation area with newly created baseball, football, and track facilities was completed in 1940. In the fall of 1946, a fire burned the grandstand to the ground. School directors stated it was important that the grandstand be rebuilt, and community members agreed. A new concrete and steel grandstand was designed by local architect Allen W. Bartlett. Stolta Field Baseball Grandstand was later renamed in honor of longtime Brattleboro Union High School baseball coach Carl Tenney. The Stolta Tenney Field Grandstand is one of 4 baseball grandstands left in the state and the only one in Southern Vermont. By 1949, many thought Brattleboro High School on Main Street was inadequate. There was no gym or auditorium. Basketball games were played in the Armory, which is now the Gibson-Aiken Center. Baseball and football games were played at Fairground Road. Classrooms were crowded, parking was challenging, and the heating system did not function very well. As one letter writer to the Reformer wrote, "The nature of the world and the town of Brattleboro has changed immeasurably. Certainly those changes have not decreased the need for the kind and size of building required to give this town, its children, and their teachers a decent break." After World War II ended, there was a jump in local births, and the school district reported that school populations would peak in 1956. Analysis concluded there was no way the present school buildings could handle the increased number of students. In 1946, the school board took action to begin building a new high school on the Crowell lot. Many did not think there was adequate room for a new school on that property. In 1949, a study committee considered expanding the present Main Street High School or building a new school at one of the following sites: Cedar Street near the Harris Hill ski jump, at the fairgrounds, or at the Clark Farm on Guilford Street, the current location of Living Memorial Park. An educational expert from Yale was consulted and recommended the fairgrounds location. The annual Valley Fair had taken place at the fairgrounds from 1886 until 1931. The committee brought the recommendation to the voters, and on June 21, 1949, by a vote of 808 to 430, the town voted to build a new high school on the fairgrounds. On September 17, 1951, the new Brattleboro Union High School on Fairgrounds Road opened its doors to students. According to the Brattleboro Daily Reformer, 756 students, grades 7 through 12, registered for classes on that first day. The paper referred to the school as the $1 million building on the fairgrounds.